What is going on, this motherfucking bitch? They call me the White Gabriel Iglesias, the OG Toxic Chain. I also go by Mr. Evie, your girl. I feed her carbs so she moves faster on my dick. But I'm on the Draft League community. I am simply known as the Don. The Don. And we are here with BBR D-League week number 2. And we are taking on Tony, coach of the Austin FC Verdeerlings. Last week, started the season off with a rough loss. We got done in by that Terra Salamence. And after what happened last week, I refuse to let a dragon dancing dragon type get the better of me again. This time, I have learned my lesson. I thought I did enough last week. I didn't do enough. This time, I am making sure that no setup shenanigans is going to late game sweep me again. Everybody gets one. So I hope you enjoy that one, because it's not happening again on my watch, Holmes. So this time though, despite the fact that we did take that L, this team, Tony's team, despite him having the last pick in the draft, we still have to deal with some formidable threats on his end. Specifically him still getting that Terra King Gambit with the first pick all the way in pick number 18, as well as Gouging Fire, Lander Asterion, had to deal with some offensive juggernauts, and they have some good supporting system as well. Tentacle for spin, Sylveon's a very strong fairy type. I do have our responses, Mesprit can be whatever, and then has some speedy threats like a Hisuian Electro can outspeed my entire team. Reggie still can be a bit of a nuisance depending on if it's like Iron Defense, Body Press, and Frostlass and Snorlax are like whatever, but they can be a nuisance in their own right. But the name of the game for this team is to ensure that what happened last week does not happen again. I am not going to let a DD Gouging Fire get the better of me or an SD King Gambit. So, with all that out of the way, this team we have in front of us, kicking things off, physically defensive Rocky Helmet Palafinss, Waterfall, Jet Punch, Body Slam. I don't need any other coverage move against Tony's team. His water resist is a Tentacruel, and I could care less for Tentacruel. If he brings Tentacruel, I Body Slam it, I have a chance to paralyze it. Body Slam is mainly here to try to paralyze his Gouging Fire. If he DDs, I get the Body Slam para, his speed's cut in half, I have a chance to paralyze him. And then with Waterfall in conjunction with Body Slam paras, I have roughly a 40% chance to flinch or para him. So, I have a chance to do some work in that regard if I really want to. And then you see the last move in the slot here, we have Haze. Haze is important for this matchup to get rid of SD boost from King Gambit, DD boost from Gouging Fire, Iron Defense boost from Registeel, you name it, I get rid of it. Straightforward, plain and simple, physically defensive, Rocky Helmet, so you get the chip damage on King Gambit, the Gouging Fire, etc. Problem is with Palafinss, I do have to bring it in to activate hero mode, but I plan to lead off with this Palafinss no matter what to get it activated right away. Then we have double trouble with Rocky Helmet with our Garchomp, Earthquake, Dragon Claw, Stealth Rock, Swords Dance. Another backup response to King Gambit and Gouging Fire, and to a lesser extent the Landorus. But this set is basically designed to take hits from the King Gambit, chip it down with Rough Skin Rocky Helmet damage, threaten that thing out with Earthquake, weaken it. If I manage to get up a plus an SD boost, I can guarantee knock out Gouging Fire if it's not Shukaberry. And even if it's max HP, I knock it out with Earthquake. And then we have Dragon Claw, my best move to hit Lander Asterion. And then of course Stealth Rock to get some chip damage on his team. I'm only running enough speed to outspeed Landorus. I don't foresee him bringing a max speed Tentacruel to speed tie with Palafinss. I just don't see a reason for him to be max speed Palafinss if he doesn't even get Skull to try to burn me. So I don't see a point to try to outspeed that. Then we have specially defensive Assault Vest Metagross, because Sylveon is a pain in the ass. This also helps me deal with Mesprit to a lesser extent, depending on the set. I threaten both with Heavy Slam, Bullet Punch for priority purposes, knockoff to get rid of items, and Earthquake lets me deal damage to Gouging Fire, potentially 2-KOing it if it's offensive. I do damage to Registeel, and essentially every other Pokemon that resists Steel and Dark, particularly Kingambit prior to Terastallizing. Other than that though, very straightforward set. I have enough speed for Kingambit, max HP, Res and Special Defense, which lets me guarantee take 2 modest Spec Shadow Balls from Sylveon after Rocks. Then we have Libero, Heavy Duty Boots, Cinderace with Power Ball, Low Kick, U-Turn, and Will-o-wisp. Again, I care not for Tentacruel. I am not running Zen Headbutt for a Tentacruel. Tentacruel doesn't have recovery, so any damage I do with Tentacruel is damage it's not going to recover back. Other than that though, Power Ball and Low Kick hits everything else on his team for good damage. Low Kick is my strongest move to take Gouging Fire with, but it's also important because with my attack investment in Libero, I guarantee 2-KO Snorlax. Even if it has a curse boost, I can 2-KO like max defense Snorlax with Libero Low Kick. U-Turn for momentum. Will-o-wisp is there to cripple his physical threats. The Kingambit, the Landorus if it's not Scarf, as well as the Snorlax if it's not like Facade or whatever. And then everything else is just very straightforward. Speed for Frostlass, Rest and HP. Then we have our win condition. My favorite Hisuian Lilligant set to run. Terra Ghost, Clear Amulet, so I don't get intimidated. I don't get intimidated by the Landorus. Close Combat, Terra Blast Ghost, Victory Dance Synthesis. All I need are Close Combat Terra Blast Ghost because this is essentially Annihilate on crack. Of course, if I hit. Other than that, though, this set is very straightforward. Close Combat hits Kingambit and Registeel, and Terra Blast Ghost is essentially for everything else. And then, of course, Victory Dance for boosting, Synthesis for recovery, Speed for Gouging Fire, and Landorus, max HP for bulk, rest, and attack. And then lastly, we have Cobble Berry, double status Mismagius, with Will-o-wisp, Thunder Wave, Taunt, and Hex. Don't care that I'm walled by Snorlax. I have enough. I feel like I have enough for Snorlax as it is. And the idea with Mismagius, I don't want to get Earthquaked to death by Landorus, so I need Mismagius for the immunity. Wisp is there to burn the Kingambit, his physical threats. Thunder Wave is a backup response to Gouging Fire to potentially cripple that thing with status, as I can't burn it. Taunt to prevent it from DDing, prevent Sylveon from going for Wish, whatever. And then Hex doubles in power if I do inflict a status condition. With the amount of potential status condition I have between this, Cinderace with Wisp, Body Slam on Palafinss, I feel like that is pretty optimal, that I'm going to be able to inflict something with a status condition at some point during this game. So yeah, that's pretty much how I expect this team to function. All this is trying to be set up for Lilligant to set up and sweep in the late game. So yeah, hopefully this will be the chance that I do not get swept by Gouging Fire or SD Kingambit. So with that out of the way, let's head on over to the battle. Alright guys, so here we are with our week number 2 battle for BBR D-League, taking on Tonyy and his Austin Verdeerlings. I hope I pronounced that correctly. He did bring most of the stuff I was expecting to see. He did not bring Frostlass. That's what I saw a lot in my mocks, but everything else I expected. Lander T, Hisuian Electrode, Kingambit is Terra Dark. Then we have Sylveon and Esprit. So, just judging by this, potentially the... Okay, no Registeel either, so that's good. That's also good to know. I'm gonna lead off on my Palafinss, just right off the bat, just to get it online quick. Because I do need Palafinss for the Gouging Fire. I'm expecting him to lead off with Hisuian Electrode and just Volt Switch immediately. If he leads off with Mesprit, I'm okay with that too. He did not bring Tentacruel either, so I could have potentially brought Hazard Stack, but Overquote just didn't feel right when I was making this team. In any case, good luck, have fun to Tonyy, trying to bounce back from our week 1 loss here, and hopefully we do come away with a victory to get ourselves back to even. So let's see what he's going to lead off with here. Balloon. And it's the ensuing Electro, as I expected. So yeah, don't expect much from this lead here. I'm just going to immediately go into my Metagross here. Nothing too crazy. I'm expecting a Volt Switch. We just go straight for Boost. Is it like a jetpack? It is a jetpack. So, what's gonna want to come out here? Gouging Fire, maybe? Take your map. That sounds like that's Gouging Fire. Oh, it's Landorus. Lando, I'm okay with. Sort of. I'll still make the play into Mismagius. Again, I want to keep Garchomp healthy for King Gambit. If he clicks knockoff, he clicks knockoff. I am Culver Berry on Mismagius. I mean, I expecting. No, you just go straight for EQ. I'll take that. I will gladly take that. Alright, let's Wisp here. I expect he might want to go straight for into Sylveon, maybe. Darling too, sounds like Sylveon. Yep. Like also, I'm assuming that I'm just under the assumption that Landorus could be Scarf here. So I mean, it doesn't have to be Scarf, but let's go back into Metagross. I'm honestly expecting either a Wish to want to come out, or he goes for Baton Pass here. Just to get back in Landorus. Oh yeah, I forgot it can do that. Okay, he has Shadow Balls immediately. I can't tell if that is Specs or not. It doesn't look like Specs. It could potentially be Boots. He also shouldn't stay in here. So I'm just going to click Knockoff here. He should keep this around for Lilligant at the very least. Especially if this is Wish. I also could potentially raw Heavy Slam too. Like, I don't expect them to go directly into Electrode, but Knock also helps me with his Mesprit too. So yeah, he does withdraw. Like him. Straight Gouging Fire. And we knock off the loaded dice, so we know it's Scale Shot. Alright. And with that out of the way, we go into Palafinss. So, loaded dice on Gouging Fire. I also just wrote down King Gambit twice in my notes. Whoops. That did not click in my head until I looked at what I was writing. There we go. Alright, that's been fixed. So yeah, we're going to make Owen the Palafinss. He's going to pull a double here. Does he go back into Sylveon? No, he goes back into Landorus. Was he expecting me to go into Mismagius? No. I don't think Mismagius put into play. I have a couple of plays here now that I'm in with my Palafinss. He could fear Ice Punch, which I don't have. I can also just go directly for Body Slam, trying to paralyze him. Like, what gives me the most out of the turn? Just going for Waterfall to 2 KO it, or do I go straight for the Body Slam? I think Body Slam is fine. So yeah, he's going to withdraw, fearing the Ice Punch. Judge Judy's at the King Gambit. No, it's the Mesprit. Okay. Okay, we don't get the para there, which is fine. Let's go... I have a couple of plays here that I could make. I could go directly into Cinderace, but I don't want to bait in the Gouging Fighter just yet. Metagross is getting awfully low too, so I think I'm just going to go directly into Cinderace. I don't even take unnecessary damage right now with my Palafinss. Right, so he's gonna knock off my boots, which I'm okay with. So now we click. Let's go for Pyro Ball. If he goes into Gouging Fire, it goes Gouging Fire. I can always U-turn afterwards. And getting chip on this is good for everything else. It's just going to come down to potentially setting up with Lilligant at some point. So he's going to withdraw. I'm expecting the Gouging Fire to want to come out. Yeah, I can actually U-turn. Nope, he goes back into Cinderace. Okay. No burn. That's fine. We go Mismagius again. I'm expecting either a U-turn or a knockoff to come out again. But the way he's playing it, I'm just assuming that this is Scarf. I'm just thinking Scarf immediately, but I don't have any concrete evidence of that. I also don't want to risk him being Scarf and knocking me out with Earthquake. So, expecting the U-turn. No, he just goes for Step Edge. Alright. We will Wisp again, as he should go Sylveon. And if he goes Sylveon, I mean, best case scenario, he actually goes Gouging Fire, lets me Thunder Wave him. But he should just go Sylveon. And if he goes Sylveon, I'm just going to go for Taunt. Yep. Ideally what I could also just do is go back into Metagross. Like, it's literally here for this. Like, if he goes for Wish, he goes for Wish, but I'd rather not give up any damage on my Mismagius to force him to further cut Earthquake without me having to go immediately into Lilligant. So he does Baton Pass, so he's gonna go back into Lando. I also can't tell if that Sylveon is... Yeah, I need more information. I don't know if that thing is banned or not. Synchrono. Oh, he goes King Gambit now. Okay. He doesn't give me any information whatsoever. Let's Terra. Let's go Garchomp. He could potentially get SD, but I don't really care for that. Yeah, but he's going to Terra Dark here. Again, I don't really, this doesn't really tell me anything though. He sucker punched. Alright. Surprised he actually went for sucker there. I didn't think that would be the thing that would come out. Let's go for rocks here. But the scary thing is he could just SD because he's not weak to ground anymore. But I don't really think he would risk taking damage for no reason. Alright, back out comes Shooty. And let's just do it again. Make the same play as before, we go into Cinderace. Although this time though, if he clicks Knock again, or he clicks Stealth Rock, I'm just gonna will-o-wisp as he goes Landorus. I'm not really getting any traction right now. Reflect, okay. I'm fine with Reflect. I'll still Wisp here, as I unfortunately miss. Can't win them all. So if he goes Landorus, he's definitely Scarf. But what does he set up with? Oh, Gouging Fire. I mean, I have Haze on my Palafinss, so I don't care for that. I don't care for that one bit. And if he goes Gouging Fire now, I'm just going directly to Palafinss. Yep. Please. Now we U-turn into Palafinss, and we click Haze if he DDs. I mean, the downside to clicking to Hazing, as he does have Scale Shot, is I get rid of his defense drop, which is fine, all things considered. He also knows I have Body Slam. Alright, so let's get out of there. I go into Palafinss. If he DDs, I click Haze. Okay, that's almost the same thing as setting up. So now we Body Slam. If he DDs, I click Haze. It's that simple. Like, there's not much I can do in this situation because of the fact that he does have Reflect up. I can also check and see how many turns of Reflect are up to see if the Mesprit like Clay. And just Raw Dog and Scale Shot. Only gets 2 hits. He gets a defense drop. No para, but let me check how many turns the reflector up. Alright, so this is the last turn unless it's light clay. Also good on him for going for scale shot because he doesn't make contact with me. So all I've seen so far is scale shot, morning sun. I don't know if he has DD. I don't know if he can do DD scale shot. He could be. Okay, well that answers my question. So there's the Dragon Dance. I get the crit, and I get the para. Nice. So now we haze, guaranteed. Yeah, that crit para sucked. Reflect also didn't go away, so the Mesprit's definitely light clay. Alternatively, what I could have done instead for going for haze there, I could have just went for waterfall. Because I'm pretty positive I outspeed him. I forgot he's at 2 hits. 3. Alright, he gets 4. And he got 5. Yeah, who needs loaded dice where you can just get the 5 hits anyway? Alright, now I'll waterfall into Jet Punch. So yeah, that was probably a misplay on my part, but I'd rather play it safe than do it like that. And for the most part, this Palafinss did its job. Like, this was the main thing I was fearing. Getting the crit obviously did make things go a little bit quicker, but I'm pretty positive I'm now faster than it. Because it's paralyzed, I got rid of its speed boost. Okay, he's just going to hard switch out. So that means, so this is telling me... Alright, so the fact that he switched out and did this makes me think the only thing that makes sense here is that the... Static? No static. The Mesprit has Healing Wish. He wouldn't make that play otherwise. So yeah, I definitely should have waterfalled the on that turn. So the Mesprit's nothing to fear now. It's just gonna Healing Wish back up the Gouging Fire. Leaf Storm. Okay, the Reflect finally wears off. He knows I have knock. I'll still click it. Withdraws. Ideally he goes Landers. No, he goes Mesprit. So we knock off the light clay at the very least. And now the thing is, does he go for Healing Wish, or does he get up Reflect again? Considering what he has left in the back, I feel like the safest play for him would be to go directly for... would be to directly go for Reflect into Healing Wish. He can also just Healing Wish now and forego the whole thing. there's something I can't stop the healing wish. No, okay, he reflected first. Okay, I have to make this play. I have to go hard into... I'm going hard, Mismagius. He's going to Healing Wish. He's definitely going to Healing Wish. Yeah. To get back in Gouging Fire. Him going for DD, it's not the end of the world, but the main thing is, do I Thunder Wave or do I taunt? I feel like the safest play for him is really a Scale Shot here. I think he would Scale Shot here, so I'll Thunder Wave. And hope I don't miss. Come on, Mismagius, please. Alright, good. You thought you were safe from being paralyzed Gouging Fire? I don't think so. Alright. Now from here, I believe I am slower still. Because he's at +1, then he gets the speed drop. Yeah, I think I'm still fine. Yeah, I figured that would be the case. And he gets full parried. Oh man, this Gouging Fire, man. Oh, I have to put down the Mesprit Guide to Healing Wish in front of Mismagius. So that's a kill for Mismagius. And even if this doesn't kill, well, actually, it would be better if it does kill. And it does. Alright, let's go, Mismagius. Let's go, Mismagius. Show her how it's done. And the reflect is gone. Okay. Threat averted. Alright. So, in comes the Sylveon. I still don't know what this Mismagius set is, but Metagross is only here for this. If you Baton Pass again, you Baton Pass again. I do not care. No, he just Shadow Balls. Fine by me. And let's just go straight for the... Like, I kind of want to knock. Expecting him to go straight into Landorus. But the thing is, if I can lock Landorus into... If I can lock Landorus into Earthquake, I could potentially set up with, Lilligant. So yeah, I think the play is to just go for Heavy Slam. And just get my damage. Also, if he's not Scarf, I get to see that he is, and he's Helmet, then I'm okay with that too. Alright, so it is Landorus. Actually, I didn't even check to see if Reflect was gone. Okay, that's offensive as hell. And that's bullet punch range. Yeah, reflect was gone. So hopefully bullet punch knocks out this Landorus. Please take out Landorus. Metagross. Oh man, this has been one hell of a game so far. It's cussed that berry. Okay. Well, I had bullet punch, so goodbye. Alright, Lando down. Alright, so all he has left is the Kingambit, the Hisuian Electrode, and the Sylveon. I imagine the Kingambit's going to want to come out here. No, it just goes back into Hisuian Electrode. Just for safety purposes, I'll just click Earthquake. I'm okay versus Sylveon now. It didn't even kill. Wow. And that's bullet punch range. That is BP range. Insane, bro. Absolutely insane. So down goes the Electrode, and I go down with Aftermath, which is perfect. So the Electrode gets the first kill for Tony. You did real fucking good. Alright, so I have two plays here. I can go Cinderace, or I can go Sylveon. Did I just say Cinderace or Sylveon? Whoops. I meant Cinderace or Mismagius. If it's Mismagius, I think the safest play is to just go Cinderace. Because the thing is, if he goes Kingambit right now, and it's Supreme Overlord, I will-o-wisp always. Like, the play would always be the Wisp. Yeah, and if he goes into Sylveon, I just Pyro Ball. So yeah, I Pyro Ball here. Like, I guarantee Pyro Ball. Yeah, it's just when it comes down to dealing with Kingambit in the last turn Kingambit. That's really it. Ideally, I don't miss this Pyro Ball. I don't. Good. And we knock it out anyway. Nice job, Cinderace. So that's a kill for Cinderace, and all he has left is Kingambit, which I will just go for will-o-wisp against. Although I did miss Wisp once. I already missed Wisp once. So it is Supreme Overlord. We click will-o-wisp. It could be Lum. Unfortunately, Haze does not get rid of the Supreme Overlord boost. If he's Lumberry, he's Lumberry too. Like, I could still get reverse swept by Kingambit. Alright, so let's see if you're Lum. Is he? He's not. And he went for sub. Oh dear. That's so unfortunate. I guess I just low kick indefinitely. Yeah, like he sucker punches because I'm forced to break it. Alright, so that's 1 kill for King Gambit. He still has to go through. Oh yeah, I don't even have to Terra anymore with my Lilligant. Well, that doesn't actually help me right now. I just keep the differential as low as possible. I mean, as high as possible. So let's bring out Garchomp. We click Earthquake. Yeah, if I missed will-o-wisp there and he went for a sub, I think I automatically lost. Oh man. So yeah, that was really close. I probably could have saved Cinderace too, but Cinderace getting the burn anyway was really clutch. But yeah, shoutouts to shoutouts to Metagross and Mismagius, man. Like, I'm kind of forced to break the sub, but I think I'm still okay. Because he makes contact with me unless he's pads. That's like probably the one thing, if he's pads. SDs. So sub SD, Sucker Punch Kowtow? Or Sucker Punch Iron? Nah, I think he's a Sucker Punch Kowtow. Nice. Didn't kill. Oh, it's not pads. So yeah, this game is over. Thank you, HP investment on Garchomp. King Gambit goes down, and that's going to be a 4-0 win for the Miami Palafinss over Tony and his Austin Deerling. Man, I'm flubbing the name. I'm terribly sorry for that. But, oh man, Jesus Christ, what a game. What a freaking game. Sub SD Kowtow Sucker Punch. I probably could have played around that, but it probably could have been a 5-0, all things considered, but yeah, I never got to bring out Lilligant. It was still a win con in the back. At least at this time I didn't have to Terra, but all things considered though, the game went very well, but I'm really proud of myself for the way I executed I called the Healing Wish thing into the Gouging Fire, and props again, Mismagius and Metagross balled out. Like, those two were definitely the MVPs of this game, for sure. But yeah, everyone that actually showed up, that I brought out, actually had a major part in this victory for sure. Again, Zoe and Lilligant, there was a shot there, but there was no real guarantee that I was going to set up for sure and win. But yeah. And we pick up the 4-0 dub. We move to 1-1 on the season. GG again to Tony. Check him out in the description down below. Check out all the other codes taking part in the BBR D-League. And we'll leave it at that, guys. Thank you guys again so much for watching. And until the next time, this is Tone, signing out for now. Peace out.